Hello, so this is a concise pronunciation guide to certain countries and its capitals in the world because a lot of people just don't care about mispronouncing it, and I kind of feel that it's not good. The world will be slightly better when you just care a little more. And so I asked a bunch of my friends to send in recordings of their country and its capital in their native languages, and I try my best to imitate it as best as I could. And I'm terribly sorry if I couldn't do a good job of it because this Malaysian has some vocal limitations. This Malaysian has some vocal limitation. It rhymes. The order of the mentioned countries is not based on my fondness towards the country or its people. It's rather by the speed of the reply of my friends. It's kind of unfair because there are people who leave 14 hours behind me. 14 hours, like how? I could be celebrating New Year's Day and it's just like 8 a.m. for them, and yeah, no, it's not 8. That's sorry, it's 10 a.m. for them. Like, they just woke up and I'm already in another year. That's so weird. I've spent more than 7 months in Germany this year, and Germany in German is Deutschland. Deutschland. It's not Deutschland. It's not. They don't speak Deutsch. They speak Deutsch, and its capital is Berlin. Berlin. I think I pronounced it correctly because I spent 7 months learning German. It should be perfect. So yeah, but people normally pronounce it as Berlin. I think it's okay too. Next, we're gonna go to Asia. We're gonna talk about Hong Kong. So in Hong Kong, people speak Cantonese, which is a dialect of Mandarin Chinese, and it's pronounced as Hyong Gong. And in Mandarin Chinese, it's Xiang Gang. It's written the same way, it's just pronounced differently because it's Chinese. So they don't have a capital, and I have to insert a random fact over here. So they are one of the richest countries in the world that doesn't depend on petroleum. So for such a tiny country, it's great job, you Hong Kongie. I still don't know how do I address them, like people of Hong Kong. And the direct translation of their name in Mandarin, it literally means a good smelling port, like the port where ships and boats stop. Yeah, and if you look at the map, you'll see that where Hong Kong is, a lot of boats and ship could port there, stop there. So that makes them a really important import and export place, I think, right? No wonder they're rich. So yeah, it's not a good smelling port, it's a rich smelling port. And next we're gonna move to Netherlands, which is not in Germany, but it's a really small country, which was surprising to me because they've colonized a few countries during the war, and so I thought they're like a big force or whatever, but they're smaller than Malaysia. Like, they're this tiny. People over there, they speak Dutch. I thought they spoke Netherlandic or Netherlandish, but they speak Dutch. And they also have another name called Holland. And if you think about it, Netherlands, and then Dutch, and then Holland. So you're like, how do you just manage to change your name so drastically? They're so weird. And yeah, the people there are pretty weird too, in a good way. They're really quirky. It's so cool to be with them because you could just be yourself. Therefore, I strongly suggest you to visit Amsterdam in Netherlands, Amsterdam in Netherlands, not for weed, but rather for the beautiful city and the people and the culture. It's amazing and I miss it so much. So that's all for now, right now, because I don't have that long an attention span to just keep talking for such a long time. Although I do like talking, but yeah. And I was see, that's why I can't really make a long video. So yeah, I would like to thank my friends who sort of helped me with this. Gonna have a shout out at the description box. Yeah, this is how people do it, right?